a very interesting story here this morning, putting political correctness over public safety. A California transit system now under fire for refusing to release surveillance video of brutal attacks on its trains. And now one official telling Fox News it's to prevent racial stereotyping. Here to share her firsthand insight on this story, the woman who uncovered this cover-up, Bay Area Rapid Transit Director Deborah Allen. Deborah, I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning there in San Francisco. I thank you so much for coming in this morning. I really do. I want to talk about this. You know, it's a very interesting story that we bring up here. This is the BART train in San Francisco. It's a massive transportation system, one of the biggest in the country, and it's had a big rise in crime in the last year. I think up 41% in rapes, robberies, and assaults on this train system. They've got cameras everywhere, like we see in most big cities. Why are they not releasing tapes that would show the assailants in these crimes?
Yeah, so a number of reasons have been given. Originally, they did not release the tapes, citing that the assailants were minors. And when they were pressed on that to release the video and show perhaps blurred faces of the minors, it then became, well, it leaked out accidentally that one of them was a 19-year-old and not a minor. Right. And then the story went to, well, perhaps there's to release the video would affect the investigation that's ongoing. But right around that time, a few weeks back, I received an internal memo from a top staff member. Sure. Who indicated that there was a racial component to this decision to not release not only the videos, but the memo started with a discussion of not releasing the crime data that had been released.
Yeah, no, and I got you right there. And let me just read what BART actually released. We're going to put up here on the screen. They say that the tapes of the crime, releasing them, would unfairly affect and characterize riders of color, leading to sweeping generalizations in media reports and a high level of racially insensitive commentary. Basically saying that, you know, a number of these suspects are minorities and that they don't want to release it because they don't want to create a racial environment on these trains. My question to you is, if you're a young woman that was riding on the BART train and was raped, do you really care about what color the person that raped you was? You want that person off of these trains and in a jail cell, and it doesn't matter what color they are, right?
Yes, and that was a question I asked of the person who wrote the memo in a reply. I said, I don't understand what the color of one's skin has to do with releasing crime data. And I received back further explanation that when the April 22nd event happened, that BART received a lot of stereotyping from the public, and they feared that the public would have racial bias against BART for releasing this data.
Yeah. Well, Deborah, I do appreciate you coming on. This is another example of these cases where you see, you know, a lot of organizations willing to protect offenders more than they want to protect victims, and it just, I think it outrages a lot of people. We do thank you for coming on so early in the morning.
Oh, you're welcome. I will be still pressing for the video to be released.
And I hope that you do, and we certainly will as well. Thank you, Deborah.